I am in the best place in my life that I've ever been, and I feel very blessed. Change in my life came because I finally understood that God was always there for me. It wasn't that I lost God. It was just that I didn't want to listen. I was too ashamed of myself. I credit my life change to finally opening my eyes and ears to the mind of God. My current husband and I moved back from Florida. We were struggling in our marriage because living in Florida had a big effect on us. We decided to go to a therapist, a marriage counselor. I didn't think anything could have helped our marriage before until I decided to run for the Miss Washington pageant. I had never been in a pageant before. I decided I needed to boost my self-esteem. I think that's where our marriage was hurting more than anything. I didn't think either of us was doing anything wrong. I just didn't feel good about myself. I felt insecure, and I had gained weight. Then I decided to do the pageant. I lost 32 pounds in 3 months. I got motivated to work out and began to believe in myself. My husband was extremely supportive and amazing. There are so many like-minded women who have faith and love for helping people. I decided to make my platform the importance of volunteering and showing that it can change your life. Of all the charities and organizations I've been involved in, support for autism groups have been extremely important to me since my son was autistic. It is not, however, the only cause that's important to me. I have now become involved with Queen It's a New Day. This group is very important for women who are going through situations similar to what I went through. I have the support system and see other women going through the same thing you're going through as an amazing experience. The Queen It's a New Day experience made me realize that my platform needed to be what's important to me, and that is helping to change the world. As cliche as that sounds, that is always what I wanted to do with my life. I was 8 years old when I started doing volunteer work on a regular basis. I had an amazing babysitter when I was growing up. She had very strong faith in God and Christ, and she brought it to us. I love that my mom chose her to watch us. She gave me a book, the biography of Helen Keller, when I had the chicken pox. Even since reading that book, I have been inspired to do good. Helen Keller was blind, deaf, and mute, but she overcame those obstacles in her life and learned how to communicate. She helped start organizations dedicated her life to helping people. It was such an inspiration to learn about everything she did. I will always tell myself that I have no excuse not to make a difference through helping others. It took me a very long time before I realized I needed help too. I am now at the place of my life where I am ready to give back. Helping with organizations that work to make an impact on other people's lives is so important to me. I believe that by making my platform broad enough, I can reach mothers and women who think they don't have time or money to make a difference. 1 hour a week, literally, 1 hour a week can change lives. You don't have to have money. My philosophy is that even though I don't have much money, tithing is important. I am big on giving my 10%. Since I don't have enough money to give 10%, I give 10% of my time. For me, it isn't just about finding the time to help others. It's about finding the time to better myself, to teach my kids values, and to help organizations and charities. I think that is so important. I believe that time is 1,000,000 times more valuable than money. This belief has an impact on who I am as a person, and now I want to reach people that they can help others by giving their time and talent. I have entitled my platform, Changing Life 1 Hour at a Time. On Facebook, I profile charity events in which I'm involved, and people respond by asking how they can get involved. My brother always told me that he increased the time he's involved in charity work because he's always bringing along family and friends to help. He says by doing this, he gives 10% in 2 ways. When I attended a Queen It's a New Day weekend, I realized that I was not the only one who was struggling and that nothing was wrong with me. I didn't have anything wrong in my childhood. My parents were still married, they were supportive, and we had money. We didn't have much money, but I never went without. I didn't look back and think, wow, what a horrible childhood. I had a great childhood. So what is my excuse for feeling this way? It used to be that I didn't believe in myself. But if Helen Keller, with all her disabilities, could change the world, then I have no excuses. 0.
Reflection. How does this story make you feel? Have you or someone you know had similar experiences? If you could forgive those who have harmed you, what might be different in your heart and life today? Forgiveness is a choice. This formula will help you to process the unforgiven areas of your life. Number 1, write down everyone who has hurt you. And you can pause this if you want. Number 2, write down as if you were speaking to each one what he or she did and how that behavior affected you and your life. Number 3, write God a letter asking Him to help you forgive. Number 4, write a letter to each person forgiving him or her of the behaviors, words, and actions that harmed you, not to be sent. Number 5, write yourself a letter and forgive yourself for holding on to hurt and resentment. Number 6, write yourself a letter forgiving God, yourself, and all others. And finally, number 7, now receive complete healing and give yourself permission for a fresh start and rejoice. It's a new day.